younger people, what they're earning, working in IT and some remote, there are people earning US dollars, living in Coleraine, it's just like working in New York every day, but I'm sitting in my house in Coleraine. Unbelievable.
Earning big money.
Put it this way, I've seen God knows how many 20-year-olds earn 200 plus.
Oh God, you serious?
Actually,
I actually put it this way, I have seen some incredible amounts of people earning day rates, maybe earning £1,000 a day, doing stuff online.
Like their jobs, they're not their businesses they've made, they're actual jobs.
They're actual
for people. And
so they'll do contracting like 6 months, 3 months, and literally, it's insane. Never, it would, some of the incomes I have seen over the last few years for the ages, unbelievable.
Can you give us like just an example of one? Obviously, not give their information, but like age and maybe salary and.
I seen very recently IT contractor, £1,000 a day. I would say within the last maybe a couple of days, like
early 20s,
like I seen a case come through my office last week where somebody was earning 300 plus.
See, there's people though. There's like, but that's the thing though. Like,
put it this way, I was like, what?
Why do they need a mortgage? Like, can they not
because they were buying buy-to-let properties.
Oh,
so they were using a group structure. So they were bringing the money in the limited company, keeping the money in the limited company, and then using that money to set up other limited companies. Like some of the, I'm very lucky that I have done international sports stars, like international musicians, like household names. That that's amazing. Like, wow, I feel very, very lucky to know some of the people that I know. Like,
it's class.
But I suppose all you hear now on TikTok is like our generation will never be able to buy homes, but you think they're differently. Like?
See, the reality is that's like few and far between, right? The average Joe on the street here now in Northern Ireland can still buy a property, right? If you have two people and say they're earning 22, 23 grand a year between them, right? You take an average income there, say 45, between 40 and 45 and 50 grand, and you multiply that up by 4, that gives them the affordability, and around 200, 175, 170, so there's a misconception as well about affordability and stuff like that. And see, as the rates drop, right, affordability will increase.
Yeah.
So, I personally think interest rates will drop August, September, and that'll be the start of another property boom.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see interest rate drops next year, and I think you're going to see those house prices jump again. So I would say to people, if you're thinking about getting mortgage ready, you're thinking of buying a house in the next 18 months, start the process now, because see, when those rates drop, people are either waiting for house price increase, right? Or the rates to drop and get more affordable. The rates are dropping.
Yeah. Just based off what Shay was saying there, I think it's like you see it all the time. People saying, "Oh, our generation will never be able to afford a house." I think it's people's expectations of what they want their house to be as well, though, is a bit unrealistic. Like people maybe like, I'm just imagining people maybe mid-20s like watching the likes of Molly May and all these big influencers living in these big fuck off houses, and they're like, "Oh, I want to live in a house like that," but in the reality of it.
Do you know what? I tell people, like, there's an old saying, cut your cloth accordingly. Like, some people want a really nice lifestyle and want to go on holidays all the time. Well, don't buy a big house. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's nothing wrong with buying a very ordinary house and having a better lifestyle. There's some people that don't drink, don't smoke, and their house is their pride and joy. That's their thing. Yeah. Well, that's fine. Do everybody's situation's differently. Everybody's unique. But, buy a fixer-upper.
Yeah.
Like, get on the property ladder, buy a fixer-upper, do a bit of work to it, increase the value. It's called a property ladder for a reason. Yeah. Buy it, do it up, sell it, buy it, do it up, sell it, buy it, do it up, sell it, and ultimately get up that sort of level. It's very rare you see somebody coming on, the first time buyer, saying, let me buy it 250 grand. Like it's
Yeah.
Do you-
Is that sort of a ballpark figure? You said there earlier, you 4x your wage for the year. Is that something to sort of
well, you've got to take
give you a
other
rough
things.
idea?
You've got to take 3.75 is probably a better indication of it, right? 2 salaries is a lot better than one. Affordability calculations with 1 salary is tight because you've got all the running costs of the house. Once you add the second salary, in, it increases a lot. But you've got to take into consider childcare, child costs. Do you have a car? How much is the car a month? Have you credit cards? Blah blah blah. So there's an affordability calculation around all that.